Hey everyone, today I want to talk about something pretty serious that just happened.
So, there was this rescue operation by the Indian embassy in Laos, and it really sheds light on some, intense issues we need to be aware of, like cyber scams. It's a heavy topic, but it's important we dive into it. So, let's set the scene.
You know the Golden Triangle Special Economic Zone, right? It's got this, notorious reputation for being a hotspot for criminal activities. Recently, there were 67 Indian nationals trapped there, facing some, really dire conditions.
Can you imagine? It's just heartbreaking to think about what they went through. When the Indian embassy got wind of the situation, thank goodness, they jumped into action.
They received distress calls from these individuals who were, essentially trapped. The embassy didn't waste any time. They teamed up with Lao authorities to plan a rescue mission.
It's just so inspiring to see the kind of urgency and commitment. Once they executed the operation, they transported the victims to Vientiane. Can you imagine the relief? But it didn't stop there.
The embassy provided accommodation and essential support. Ambassador Prashant Agrawal even personally engaged with the rescued individuals, showing that, human touch and care that really matters in such terrible situations.
Now, what happens next for these victims? Well, they're going through the process of filing complaints against the traffickers who, exploited them. The embassy is also working tirelessly to help facilitate their return to India.
It's a lot to process, but I really hope they feel supported during this tough time. But here's the thing, we need to talk about prevention too. This situation serves as a stark reminder for all of us, especially young people, to be cautious about job offers that seem too good to be true. Always check embassy advisories and do your research.
I mean, it's just common sense, right? So, as we wrap up, it's crucial to recognize the commitment of the embassy to protect its citizens abroad. They really stepped up in a time of crisis, but we also need to be vigilant and informed.
Let's not wait for something to happen before we take action. If you found this information helpful, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this whole situation.
It's a lot to unpack, and I think sharing our feelings can really help us process everything. Reflecting on all this, I felt this initial wave of sadness when I first learned about the victims. It's like a heavy weight on your heart.
But then, as I saw the response from the embassy, there was this glimmer of hope. It reminded me that, even in dark times, there are people willing to step up and help. What I realized is that while we can't control every situation, our awareness and proactivity can make a difference. It's so important to stay informed, not just for ourselves but for our communities too. And, let's take a moment to find something positive in all this chaos. I'm grateful for the individuals at the embassy who worked tirelessly to save those lives.
Their dedication is a reminder that compassion exists, even when the world feels heavy. So let's keep the conversation going, stay aware, and support one another. Thanks for tuning in and take care of yourselves out there.